Hey everybody, welcome to the Dose. My name is Brian. Let's talk a little bit about perspective, because perspective is a big deal, right? Perspective now changes everything, right? It's how you think about something. Your perspective is where you're coming from, right? You ever talk to somebody and say, can you see where I'm coming from? You're asking them to see things from your perspective. Look, perspective can be as simple as physical stature, right? If you're an adult and you're talking to a child, you got a perspective kind of like this, right? If you're a child talking to an adult, your perspective looks more like this, right? If you're talking to a peer, many times your perspective is just like this. And that's physical stature now. But what about mental or emotional stature, right? What about, if you feel superior to someone because maybe you think you're smarter or you think you're more successful, isn't it possible that you even subconsciously could be talking down to that person, right? Or what if you hold somebody to in great respect and you see yourself as inferior in some way? Would it be possible to feel as though you're always looking up to that individual? And wouldn't that change how you respond, how you react, and how you communicate with that individual? Perspective, it can follow the lines of time. Look, when you have a flat tire today on your way to work or a big meeting or a board meeting or something, it seems like a huge deal. But 5 years from now, you can't even remember it actually happening, right? 5 years from now, it won't seem like a big deal at all. Even major life events, the loss of a loved one, a divorce, the loss of a career, a catastrophe like a hurricane or an earthquake, heaven forbid. But even these kinds of major life disasters seem truly enormous in the moment, but in time seem less and less severe. In fact, many times we find that in time we can look back and say, that was painful at the time, but it was really one of the best things that ever happened to me. I lost that job and we were devastated financially for a period of time. But when I got that new career or that new job, I've never been happier and I've never had more fun, I've never made more money. Many times we can look back with a perspective of time. And the thing that's interesting about perspective is everyone has a different perspective on things. And one of the most powerful things that you can do to improve your communication is to try to see things from another person's perspective, understanding that we all have different ones. We're not all coming from the same place. And that's the dose. Have a great week, you guys.